Sierra Harrington here to read you my special moment with Julia. Julia shifted, tugging her raincoat off and laying it over her and Sierra as they settled against the wall. Thanks, Julia, even though I don't deserve it. What does that mean? Julia asked as she slicked a lock of wet hair behind Sierra's ear. It means I don't deserve your kindness. That's why my heart hurts. A chuckle bubbled up from Julia as she tried to parse through the statement. What are you talking about? Sierra sniffled as her shoulders shook with sobs. I'm a horrible person, Julia. Julia craned her neck to glance down at her stepdaughter. No, you aren't. Yes, I am. I'm horrible and awful just like my mother, and I'm going to end up all alone because of it. Sierra, that's not true. Where is this coming from? Sierra wiped at her cheeks. It is true, Julia. It's true. I'm horrible. I'm part of the reason you left this morning, aren't I? No, Sierra, that's not true. It had nothing to do with you. Sierra curled her fingers into fists as she sniffled. But it didn't, Julia insisted. It was purely about what's happening between me and your father. It was a stupid argument, and it had nothing to do with you at all. But that doesn't mean what I said isn't true. It isn't. Why do you think it is? Sierra remained quiet for a moment before fresh tears spilled onto her cheeks. Mom said... Julia rolled her eyes, trying to hold a groan inside at the words. Mom said it's true. She said I'm awful and mean and terrible, and I'm hard to love. Sierra's shoulders shook again with sobs. She said no one can love me. That isn't true, Sierra. Your father loves you very much, and James loves you, but not you. Because I'm mean and awful, just like she said. I'm just like her. I'm like my mother. No, I'm worse than my mother. No, you are nothing like Lydia. Julia shook her head as she recalled the woman threatening to ruin her own daughter in order to secure her help to destroy Grant. Yes, I am. I was so mean to you when you came. I said you were a bauble, and I accused you of cheating, and then... What? Julia said as she stroked her hair. You'll hate me. I won't hate you, Sierra. Come on. What's this horrible thing you did? It'll make you feel better if you tell me, so I can tell you that I don't hate you. I can't. You'll wish you didn't rescue me. Now that, I can tell you, is a lie without even hearing it. I'm very glad you're safe. I was very worried about you, and I'm glad you're not on that cliff face anymore. Even though you fell off a cliff to help me and probably got all banged up? Julia chuckled as she stroked her hair. Yes, even though I fell off a cliff. I'm glad you're safe. I don't care what you think you did that's so awful that I'd hate you. I could never hate you, Sierra. The woman's features twisted again as she sobbed more. That makes it even worse. Why? Julia asked. Because you're too nice. Daddy's right. You're too nice. You put up with Kyle and me, and I'm not putting up with you. I care about you. Now, are you going to tell me or not? No, Sierra murmured as she scooted closer to Julia. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to tell me. Silence stretched between them as the rain softened outside and the rumbles of thunder grew more distant. After another moment, Sierra sniffled again. This morning after you left, I told Daddy he should sue you for breach of contract if you stayed here. Julia heaved a sigh. This was the terrible thing Sierra had done that would make her mad, she assumed. I didn't want you to leave us. Sierra, I will always be there for you, okay? No matter what. Don't worry about that. But my first instinct was to do something mean to make you stay. It's okay. You were upset. People say lots of things when they're upset that they don't mean. Sierra pushed away from her, her features still scrunched with upset. In the face of danger, her usual bravado crumbled, showing a rare vulnerability. Her need for emotional support as much as physical marked a turning point in their relationship. But what if I did mean it? What if I meant it, Julia? What if I would have done it? What if I'm a total bitch like my mother? I don't think you are. I think you don't like to admit you have feelings, so you hide behind being mean so people don't know how deeply you really feel for them. Like Mom, she said, letting her gaze fall to her lap. No, your mother doesn't seem to care deeply about others like you do. You're not like your mother. You're more like your father. But now you hate him. Julia smiled at her and shook her head. I don't hate him. I've never hated him. We had an argument, Sierra. It happens all the time. And then people leave. Not always. Julia grabbed her hand and squeezed it. Just because your mother left doesn't mean everyone will. Sierra stared down at their clasped hands. Do you promise? Julia nodded. I promise. I'll always be there for you, no matter what. Sorry, I got a little emotional reading that, but it was a big moment for me and Julia.